Hello, and welcome to your favorite YouTube channel, Be the True Rich. My name is Michael. If this is your first time here, please like, share, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at Be the True Rich and on Twitter at Be the True Rich. Thank you. We're still on the series, The Gospel of the True Rich. In my last video, I talked about why teach financial literacy. Why not let people be? Why not let people spend their money and use their money the way they want it and work in any way they want to work? Just do their thing. And I summed it up with first, so that you don't end up working for other people. So you end up working and building your own thing, not working for your bosses, the government, and the banks. So you end up working for yourself. Today, I'm going to be talking about minding your business. Now, this is something very common about the rich, the true rich. If you approach a truly rich person today, part of the things they will tell you is to mind your business. Mind your business. And most of the time, we're wondering, what do these people mean? What are they trying to say? Mind your business. What do they mean by minding your business? In a few minutes, you'll understand better. Today, I'm going to be doing something different. I'm going to be reading a passage from Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Chapter 3, Lesson 3, Mind Your Business. And after that, we continue. In 1974, Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, was asked to speak to the MBA class at the University of Texas at Houston. A friend of mine was a student in the MBA class. After a powerful and inspiring talk, the class adjourned and the students asked Ray if he would join them at the favorite hangout to have a few beers. Ray graciously accepted. "What business am I in?" Ray asked, once the group had all their beers in hand. Everyone laughed. My friend said, most of the MBA students thought Ray was just fooling around. No one answered, so Ray asked again, "What business do you think I'm in?" The students laughed again, and finally one brave soul yelled out, "Ray, who in the world doesn't know that you're in the hamburger business?" Ray chuckled. "That's what I thought he would say." He paused and then quickly added, "Ladies and gentlemen,
get the best deals on all items on spree.africa. Shop now.
I'm not in the hamburger business. My business is real estate." As my friend tells the story, Ray spent a good amount of time explaining his viewpoint. In his business plan, Ray knew that the primary business focus was to sell hamburger franchises. But what he never lost sight of was the location of each franchise. He knew that the land and its location were the most significant factors in the success of each franchise. Basically, the person who bought the franchise was also buying the real estate under the franchise for Ray Kroc's organization. Today, McDonald's is the largest single owner of real estate in the world, owning even more than the Catholic Church. McDonald's owns some of the most valuable intersections and street corners in America and around the globe. Okay, so now, after reading that passage, if you didn't hear me clearly, you can rewind to the beginning of the passage, or better still, you can grab a copy of Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You'll find it there, Lesson 3, Chapter 3. Mind your business. Like I said earlier, when you approach the rich for counsel, part of the things a rich person will tell you is to mind your business. Mind your business. And most of the time we get it wrong when we don't understand what they mean by minding our business. It doesn't mean the normal cliche where we say mind your business, don't talk about things, don't get into things that are not concerning you. No, that's just a regular cliche we use here in Nigeria when we use the word mind your business. But when the rich says mind your business, a rich man is telling you to really mind your business. Because most people do not have businesses and they do not know that they don't have businesses. They think that their job is their business. So you meet someone who works in a bank and you ask him, "What business are you into?" He says, "I'm in the banking sector." And I pause, I'm like, "You're not in the banking business, you're a banker." And they're like, "Why do you say I'm not in the banking business?" I'm like, "Do you own the bank?" And the answer is no. Which means in reality, you're minding someone else's business. And a lot of people, the poor, mind other people's businesses all their life, never ever trying to mind their own business or get their own business, then mind it. So a lot of people work in organizations for other people, building other people's organizations, building other people's dreams, other people's company, making money for other people, giving other people their money, and not doing anything to set up their own businesses to mind. And for some, they have what they call side hustles on the corner, but they don't mind their business enough or their side hustle enough to build it to have passive income, more passive income than their salaries, so it remains small forever. And they're spending the best of their strength for their bosses and the companies they work. If you remember, in most of my videos, I keep saying it doesn't really matter the quadrant you operate in, you can become rich. While operating in the E quadrant as an employee, you can become rich by taking out your time to also build your business and mind it. Do your job and mind your business, and do not mistake your job for your business. You ask some real estate agents, they are just agents, and you ask them, what business are you into? They'll be like, I'm in the real estate business. You're not a real estate investor. You don't even invest your money in the real estate. So how come join the real estate business? Are you the owner of the firm? The answer is usually no. So we need to understand these things so that we don't mix it up. Your job and your business are two different things, so that we do not end up paying everybody. In my last video, I talked about paying the government, paying the banks, and paying your bosses before you get paid. Building your government's portfolio, building your bank's portfolio, and building your boss's portfolio before you build your own. No. Am I saying you should be an irresponsible or an indisciplined worker at your job? The answer is no. Always put in your best. The same way you're putting in your best in your job, always have your business too in mind. Mind it. Let it be at the top of your mind. The reason why you need to be better at your job is so that you can also raise money for your business, and in turn pay yourself back. And someday the passive income you're getting from your business would pay you off handsomely, and you would need to leave the job. You would have to quit the job and then face your business fully. Do not mistake it. Do not get it wrong. Your business is different from your job. Minding your business simply means growing your business even though you're on a job. Because a lot of people, once they begin to receive that huge paycheck, they forget that they had a business in mind or they had a dream. They then marry the false reality of their jobs. Instead of trying to make something out of their business, they quit everything and they face their jobs. To them, their jobs is more important. Remember, when you're on a job, the person you're paying, the person you're building is not yourself. You're minding another person's business. You're helping them achieve their dream. So every successful project you have on a job, it is a credit to another person, not you. And the higher you get in the job, the higher your promotion, the more money the government makes, because the higher your pay, the higher your tax bracket. You have to pay more to the government. And the worst part is you have no single control over it. They get paid first before you get paid, and usually your money runs through the bank, auto save, and it is saved in the bank, and the banks are getting paid before you get paid. Inflation hits your money, the value goes down, and some way somehow you are happy about it. It sounds logical, right? Is that the best thing to do? The answer is no. So henceforth, you need to learn to mind your business. Now let me go back to the chapter I read about Ray Kroc. Now that was a very interesting story. When I read Rich Dad Poor Dad first in 2019, when I got to this place, I paused and I read it again. I could understand the dynamics. The main business was actually real estate, not the franchise. That was his main business. The real estate behind the franchise was the main jackpot for him. So as part of the franchise, you have to buy the real estate that houses the franchise. And that was the key for him, not just the franchise, but the real estate under the franchise. And of course, you know, real estate appreciates. And a real estate where you have a franchise, of course, the appreciation is always going to be awesome. So he's making money two ways, as a landlord and as a business owner. Are you getting it? So you need to focus on your business. You need to mind your business, and he minds his business. And if you read further in that book, you'd find out that Kate, telling Robert the story, then started a car wash. And the same formula Ray Kroc used, he used it. So his business is actually the real estate that houses the car wash. That is his major business. Not the car wash, but the real estate. So you can see that when I say that there is no secret to success, there's no secret to financial intelligence. People have done these things. You can do it. And if you read further, you find Robert Kiyosaki working in Xerox and also minding his business, building his business until it begins to produce passive income and eventually pays him more than his job. He even bought a Porsche from his business while still working at Xerox. And a lot of people were thinking he was using his salary in Xerox to achieve it. No. And when it was time, he resigned in Xerox and moved on fully to the business. We have these things happening in our world today. It really doesn't matter if right now you're finding yourself in the E quadrants. That is what we're trying to say. You can slowly, quietly, but mindfully move to the B quadrant. You can move from being an employee to an employer in the business quadrant. So do not lose focus of your dreams, of your goals, of your ambitions. You can still do it even though you have a day job. That is the point. Minding your business. Do not lose focus. Be mindful of your business. Have it in your mind every minute that, look, I have something I'm building. I would build. I'm co-building, whichever ways. And build it, because that is your asset column. That is where money gets into your pocket. At first it comes in trickles, bit by bit. Then with time it begins to make sense. And someday you wake up, you don't even need your job anymore. You're fully established on the corner. And then you move into it. So that is what I have to share with you today. Minding your business. A rich person always tell you, mind your business. That is why this is the gospel of the true rich. Too good to be true, right? Yes, but it is possible, and it is actually. If you'd like to discuss this, my phone number is always on the screen. My email is always on the screen. Please copy, give me a call, write me. You can write me on Twitter at Be The True Rich, on Instagram at Be The True Rich, and I'll reply you, and we take it up from there. Do not be shy. Do not hide in your shell. If you need help, come out. I'm here. I'm all ears. Thanks for watching this video. If this is your first time here, please like, share, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at Be The True Rich and on Twitter at Be The True Rich. Thank you. Bye-bye.
No more worries over grocery items. Get your items delivered to your doorstep in 24 hours. Shop now on Spree.Africa.